Paredes. We're going through the Panama Canal, and below you will see a mule with lines attached to this huge container ship. And what this mule is doing is not pulling this ship through the canal, but it's guiding it so that the ship will hit the sides of the canal as it moves through the canal. It moves very slowly. This is not a fast trip through the canal. Now you can see it moving. And it'll stop. And as the ship moves forward, the mule moves forward, making sure the ship doesn't hit the sides of the canal. In front of us you see gates closing on the other side of the canal. In that section of the canal is actually a specialized U.S. Navy pontoon ship. It's going through the canal. The white panels are the gates closing. Great, come and look at it. Come on. The gates here finish closing. All the water you see in front of us will flow through the gates at this end, and the container ship will then go through the locks. Right, watch them open. See them opening down there? Way down.
Yeah, I do, but if I go to that
No, he's fine.
Yes.
This is how close we are between the walls of the canal and the ship itself. Not much room to move, but that's why we have the mules to guide us through. One's pulling from one side, the other's pulling from the other side. Right below us is one of the mules that is headed back toward the Atlantic side of the canal to be used again. They travel back and forth every day, guiding ships through the canal. coming up on the last set of gates before we get into Ganton Lake.
See the
The Navy ship that was over on the other canal has entered the lake and they're on their way. Soon we'll be in the lake. We are now finishing our last little bit through the canal itself and entering Ganton Lake. As you can see, there's a lot of ships that are in the lake waiting for their turn to come through the canal on their way back to the Atlantic side of the canal. There's container ships. Most of those appear to be container ships. And they're waiting their turn to go through the canal back to the Atlantic side. As you can see, that's where the canal starts. And all of this property around it is what's needed to help the ships go through the canal. Work sheds. They take care of the mules. There's some of the locks. Way in the distance is the container ship. Below you see the rowboats, and there's men that get in those boats and bring the lines out from the mules to the ships. That's the best way to get the lines, and those are the lines that keep the ships steady through the canal and from hitting the sides of the canal walls. What you can see now is the canal itself. We are now in Ganton Lake. The ship just passed through 3 sets of gates and locks to reach the lake level. And you can see in a distance there is a container ship that's going to be doing the same thing that our ship did. And they will be passing through the Panama Canal, the Ganton side of the locks. We are in Ganton Lake, and we're going to be turning around and going through the locks back to the Atlantic side of the ocean in a little while. But what we're looking at now is the dam that goes to a power plant, and the water flows over the dam and generates electricity, helps in generating electricity. We are in Ganton Lake, and we're getting ready to go back through the Ganton locks to the Atlantic Ocean. Below are some of the tugs that are escorting us to the entrance of the canal. And in the background, you can see there are many, many ships that are anchored in Ganton Lake, waiting their turn to go through the canal from the Pacific side of the ocean to the Atlantic side of the ocean. These are all container ships and freighters, ships that are carrying cars, tanker ships. They're all waiting their turn. Power plant. You can see the steam or the mist coming from below the dam. That's where the water has flown over, turns the gas turbines to create power and the electricity. We're headed back through the canal, and on the other side of the canal is a huge container ship, cargo ship that's coming through. I'm going to zoom in to see the mules guiding it. container ship is loaded with containers, and they're all tied down with cables so they don't fall off. Cables crisscross one another, and they go from the deck of the ship all the way up, and that's what keeps containers in place when they're out on the seas and the oceans.
See how they're all tied down?
It says they have hamburger. Are they on the ocean?
This container ship's not just carrying containers, but it's carrying a yacht. That white covered object is a yacht out there that's being transported to wherever the destination of this container ship is. We just leapt past the breakwater leading into the Panama Canal. And you can see the number of cargo ships, container ships that are inside the breakwater. It's just outside the breakwater. They counted about 28 or 29 and then gave up because there's so many. And that's just on the port side. There's many, many more. Next stop is Port of Panama.
Here we are coming into Aruba, and he's slipping this ship in parallel parking right behind the Island Princess. Yeah, it's sunrise about 6:30. Gonna just take a quick shot around here. The guys down below here. We got some other ships in here too. Can't see what they are yet.
Did you hear any animal in the shower when you were?
Yes, I did. Thought I had frogs in my shower. What you got there, Trey? A menagerie of animals? Huh? What'd the bunny just do? How much do you have?
Five, 6, $6.
I thought you said you only had 8.
So that much I had.
You don't think a magic money elf came and did something?
He might have taken that in the $20 bill. Unless he came.
Well, I guess you must have done something special to get 20 bucks.
Thank you.
And here we have Trey with his many purchases. I think he outshopped Grandpa and I
This one?
with everything.
This one? This one? This one?
And all his critters, origami critters, from, who made those for you, Trey?
Buddy.
Buddy. Buddy became his friend, his bud.
Only one of many.
Yes, one of many. So Trey's now broke. He spent all of his trip money on what you see below.
But it's very good.
Oh. Well, we can't get Trey any closer than that. But we're on the stern of the ship. And there's a lot of walkers out here. But from the back end, there you go. Trey finally came back. Here's a little sunrise as we get to the Half Moon Key. Pretty windy out here, that's why it might be a little shaky.
We had dinner in the Lido, and we were expecting or anticipating some escargot. However, they didn't serve it, but as you can see, we're not at dinner, we're in our room. And the top chef down there got us some escargot. And this is Trey eating his first escargot. How is that, Trey? Is it good? You like that, huh? All right.
Take another one? No, I can't.
He can have one of mine.
You want it on toast? A little piece like that? Put it right up there like that. Ready? Turn this way so Grandma can see it. There you go. Boy, you're hungry.
That pretty good, Trey?
You're eating something you don't even know what it is?
Is it good? Trey, get over there by Grandpa. No.
Escargot is snails. Snails. Look at Grandma.
It is.
Snails.
Look. Is it good? You think you'd have them again? Would you eat it again?
Yeah, you will.
But you like it. It's good. Thanks, Grandpa. We're at Half Moon Key on America's private island, and you can see that Trey is thoroughly enjoying himself.
Trey died. Keep your head over water. Get in there. Got it all the
This is Trey at his happiest. Water, sun, outdoors, playing. It's the little kid in him that still come out. Brave in the water, joining Trey. Maybe Trey will get him in there. Maybe Trey will splash him. Grandpa would like that. But grew up north, he's too used to the cold water. I guess he's got too much island boy in him now. Sun, sand, and warm water. That's the best for him.
It would be 57-mile-an-hour wind from our veranda. It's 57. We just left Half Moon Key. As soon as we came out of the lee side of the Half Moon Key and hit the main ocean, everything went crazy. They've closed one side of the ship, all the open decks. But as you can see, these are some big swells. I'll move forward a little bit.
Let's find out now.